The column on the left is the Biden campsite. The column on the right is the World Economic Forum site. Both seem to want to build back better. Sends my mind to the desert of despair. Thought it was some kind of sick joke till I seen it. It was a bad enough alternate reality when it was outside the U.S. We have at least 3 different well-organized groups, well-backed by respected world elitists. The World Economic Forum, the International Monetary Fund, the Council for Inclusive Capitalism, teamed up with the Vatican. All of their visions for society seem to be floating down the same river, not far apart. They have the databases, their formulas well documented, their agendas out there for all to see. Yet no one seems to be overly concerned. We the people have enough to keep our minds distracted for eons. So I'll just lump these organizations under the heading of the New World Order. You might say, okay, so what? That these exist. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Who are they? What authority do they have? All self-appointed, I'm sure. They are the richest, most powerful people, with vast teams of doctors, lawyers, scientists, socialists, economists. Just to name a few that make up the DNA of these conglomerates. All of which spend every spare moment analyzing data and scenarios that decide the governance of the world. Right now, they are a 3-headed monster with 1,000 eyes and ears, with their icy tentacles on the pulse of the systems of the world. Ready at a moment's notice when the current fracturing systems shatter, to step in and rescue the world and its sheeple with its grand globalist reset plan. Eventually, the 3-headed monster will become one docile voice of reason in an unfair, unjust, unproductive system wrought with despair and inequality, a new vision, a new hope, a bright future where all are equal, a world without ownership, a world where algorithmic database corporations see to your every need, all within the budget of your universal basic income and new minimalistic needs, and where we all serve the planet. It's all going to sound so beautiful, so visionary, and be desperately welcomed by a deeply scarred and anxiety-driven society driven to despair. Brought to you by the very people introducing this euphoric master agenda. Talk about your suspension of disbelief. Some will fall right into line for the feeding, completely unaware of the planned fleecing of their rights and freedoms, while the unconvinced resist and become exiles. Off the grid, perhaps, but still a useful cog in the machine. They will become the harvesters, used for the resourcing of plant and minerals, contributed to the nearby utopians for the green material production facilities. Gotta keep them busy when they nod in their virtual reality dream pleasure pods. Their embedded microchips gain them all manner of need. The farming mineralites get to keep enough if they stay where and do what is required. Cross the line and you'll be retrained and reassigned to what you have seen only from a distance and always viewed as dystopia. Get the chip, get the mark, or get out. Let me think about that. Clearly, their plans are gaining momentum. They just need a trigger or triggers. Mind-altering, moral-altering events. that cause more and more reliance on the systems, becoming addicts to the government-injected agendas, and a one-way meal ticket to serfdom in the neo-feudalistic global corporation. Will you bend the knee to them or to the King of Kings? Pray, love, live.